My name is Michel Mulipola. I'm a comic book artist, professional wrestler and semi-professional gamer. I've been an artist since I can remember, really, since I was a little kid. It's one of those things that's always been a constant in my life. I have no idea when I started because I didn't stop. As a kid growing up, I was inspired by the medium of comic books. Now as a working artist, just everything around me is inspiration. Working here in Arkham City Comics, I'm surrounded by my inspiration. It doesn't feel like work. And a lot of times I'll be drawing here in the store. And every now and then if I need like some inspiration or if I need some reference material, it's right here. It's kind of awesome being able to work here at Arkham City Comics and also draw and be surrounded by the stuff I love. My all-time favorite comic book character is Green Lantern. And it's funny because I fell in love with the character because of the Superpowers toys. And I collected all the Superpowers action figures, and Green Lantern was the one that stuck out to me as a kid because he was different. Because all the other characters like Superman, Batman, Flash and that, they all had primary colored costumes. Reds, blues, yellows. And then in this corner on the shelf I remember seeing Green Lantern, who was green, black and white, and he had this cool mask. So as a kid I was like, he's cool! Because he was different, he stuck out. And so that was when I fell in love with the character. As I got older and I started reading more about Green Lantern, I realized I had a deeper connection to the character, and it was kind of crazy to have that kind of epiphany because I realized as an artist, I was Green Lantern. Because my pen, my pencil, my Wacom, whatever it is I use to create artwork, that's my powering. And through sheer willpower and imagination, I bring to life whatever I can think of through my artwork, very much like Green Lantern does. So yeah, so Green Lantern is definitely my all-time favorite character. I just love his look, but then also the power set. It's so creative, and as someone that is creative for a living, it definitely resonates with me. I do try to include some of my Samoan heritage into the comics when it fits. Sometimes, especially when I'm drawing crowd scenes for Headlocked and the WWE comics, I incorporate the community I grew up in. I grew up in South Auckland, which is a very diverse, multicultural community, and so I try and reflect that in the crowd scenes. So it's very diverse. So that's kind of my background in terms of if there's a moment where I can bring in my Samoan heritage, I'm totally down for that. I became a professional wrestler because of comic books. Years and years ago, I created a comic book about what it would be like if I was a professional wrestler. And the character's name was Kid Liger. So I kind of took a couple of my favorite wrestlers, which was Dynamite Kid and Jushin Thunder Liger, and kind of put Kid Liger together. I remember making the comic and I thought it'd be really funny if I could turn this character into a real life professional wrestler. So Impact Pro Wrestling here in Auckland had a tryout, and as someone who grew up loving professional wrestling, you always think, oh man, I should give it a go, it would be cool if I was a wrestler. So I was like, why not? Give it your best shot. Take that shot. And if I failed, at least I tried, which is a lot more than other people have said. That was over 12 years ago, and I've been wrestling ever since. And I brought to life that same character I created many moons ago, and it's evolved now. Like when I turned heel, I dropped the kid and just became solely Liger. Liger's half lion, half tiger, full Samoan. Now I'm kind of a staple of the New Zealand wrestling scene, a veteran. I have a reputation for being one of the hardest hitters in the country. So it's kind of crazy to kind of have this creation kind of fully formed and turned into a whole kind of thing unto itself. Being an artist based in New Zealand, I haven't had too many problems. The internet nowadays has kind of made those borders and those restrictions kind of disappear now. You can get your work done anywhere, and that's kind of the case for me. I do travel over to Australia and the United States every year, pretty much, to keep that face-to-face interaction, because I find nowadays with it being so easy to get your stuff out there through the internet, being able to sell your work personally means that much more. And so I still make those trips. In terms of work, the internet has made it so much easier. Definitely closed those borders and that distance down to where they barely exist.